of the thought of who's the MVP then. And according to Caesar Sportsbook, you can see the entire list there. You have Luka Doncic leading the way, followed by Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, and then a pretty sizable gap before you get to Steph Curry and Joel Embiid. But of course, respectfully to the odds makers, this isn't necessarily the list that I want to talk about today. Can I show you guys what I want to talk about?
Yeah.
Because Kendrick Perkins, he has his own leaderboard. The guy who's averaging 33, 9, and 8, he's not even on it. According to Big Perk, the MVP race is Jason Tatum 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo 3, 2, Devin Booker at 3, Ja Morant at 4, Tyrese Halliburton at 5. A little bit of surprise there, but the Pacers are 4th in the East right now. So this means we need to bring in Big Perk. Because Perk tweeted this out before two guys from last night went head-to-head. They're missing on your list. No Steph, no Luka. How we feeling today, Big Perk?
Oh, I'm standing on my list. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling great. My list is flawless. Anybody that disagree with me, they're the one with the problem. See, here's the thing. We move the goalpost so much when it comes down to this MVP race and things to that nature. Now, is it going to stay this way? Probably not. Guys are going to continue to play better. But when it comes down to Jason Tatum, right now he's the clear front runner for the MVP. And we can't say enough with Giannis where he got the Milwaukee Bucks at right now. No Chris Middleton. We talk about Devin Booker. No CP3, no Cam Johnson, no Jay Crowder, no problem. And then do I have to tell y'all about Ja Morant, like for real, one of the most electrifying players? Here's my wild card. He is Halliburton. Nobody in their right mind would have thought that the Indiana Pacers would be sitting at the number 4 spot at the Eastern Conference right now, and it's all because of Halliburton in this play, averaging almost 20 points, 11 dimes on 48% shooting. Now, if anybody have a problem with this list, shame on them.
Okay, don't shame on me. Don't shame on me, Perk, because you know I love you. But I just have a follow-up question. So Luka Doncic is not in your top 5. Is that because the Mavs are struggling relative to the other guys on the in the standings in their conference?
Yes, because not only do you have to have great individual numbers, but your team has to be winning. Your team can't be sitting at the number 9th or 10th spot at a 500 record and you expect for him to be in the MVP conversation. It's just not how it works. Now, look, Luka has been doing his thing individually, but last time I checked, your team has to have success and be up in the top tier as well.
Well,
all right, Rich.
Okay, listen, the beautiful thing about America is this. You are entitled to your opinion even if you are wrong. Even if you are grossly wrong. And let me break it down. The difference between 12-8 and 10-10 is what, ladies and gentlemen? 2 wins. 2 wins. But the numbers that Luka is putting up is historic, right? His numbers that he's putting up is historic. And then another thing. They added Christian Wood. They did. They added Christian Wood, but who else did they lose? They lost a pretty good backcourt mate. They lost a pretty good backcourt mate that's playing outstanding in New York. So his team currently right now has had a talent dropped off, so his numbers has improved. His numbers have gone up. So when I see that, I look at it and say, look, Luka, to me, the way he is playing is either 1, 2, or 3 based off of where you see it. To have him not even on the top 5 of a list, that just sounds personal, Perk.
So I'm with you on this one, Rich. I think that Luka belongs in this conversation. But here's the question for you, Rich, because there's a rule. Who you drop off to put one in.
Now, Halliburton is having an all-star quality season. I believe he is an all-star player this year. If the all-star game was to be right now, he is doing things that I don't even think. If the Sacramento Kings, who are having an outstanding season and the trade looked like it was a great trade for both, even them, they're probably like, oh, God, this kid looks pretty good. Right? Maybe we should have traded De'Aaron Fox, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead. I'm just saying.
So that means you're dropping him off?
I'm dropping Halliburton off, and I'm adding Luka onto the list.
Okay, Ramona?
So we can quibble with the rest of his list, but I do think he has the front runner correct. I think Jason
best player,
Tatum,
best team.
Yeah, best player, best team. And Jason Tatum is having for him, it's hard to say a breakthrough year because he's broken through so many times before, but this is where he elevates from being an all-NBA player to an MVP caliber player. And what he's done offensively this year and defensively on both sides of the ball, he has done so much work on his game. I think you have to look at Jason Tatum as the front runner, especially with how the Celtics are playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you have to celebrate the Celtics overall because they were dealt a situation, but look at how professional they have been when it comes to basketball and those guys producing and being the best team out there. And so I'd feel comfortable with Luka. I mean, I'd probably go Tatum 1, then I'd go Luka or Giannis at 2A, 2B. And then after that, you know, Halliburton does not make my list. I like Morant, I like Booker, but I think it is like an egregious error to not have Luka on there.
And the odds makers have Booker at 10.
Okay, let's just, and the last part, listen, close your mouth there, big fella. Hold on. This is the last thing. Right now, the numbers are, Celtics are 17-4. The Bucks are 14-5, right? So one less loss. Has Middleton played it all this year? Because Jaylen Brown has been playing all year.
He's supposed to play,
but I'm just saying, Jaylen Brown has been playing all year. Marcus Smart has been playing. They added Malcolm Brogdon. Giannis looked around and said, "Oh man, I don't have my second best player, and a 4-time NBA All-Star. Let me just up my stuff." So to say that best player, best team, but I don't know if he's having an outstanding year. He was first-team All-NBA. He's going to be first-team All-NBA if he continues down this route.
So Richard, who's one for you? Who's one for you?
Giannis is number 1.
Okay. All right. Perk, last word on this because we could go on it all day.
Well, here's my question to y'all. So the record don't matter? It's 2 questions I have to ask. One, does the record of your team matters? And it's gonna be an MVP update. In another 2 months, I'm gonna give another update on the MVP list. But as of
coming into the season.
What I'm saying is, right now, take Halliburton off the Pacers, and they would not be number 4 in the Eastern Conference, by the way, which is the better conference out of the 2.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.